My name is Peter Davis. I am the anesthesiologist-in-chief at the Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh, UPMC, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Oh, the book. And the book is Smith's Anesthesia for Infants and Children. It's currently in its 8th edition, and it's just recently come out. And it was a book that was, the first 4 editions of this book were written by Robert Smith, who was the chief of anesthesia at the Harvard Medical School. And the 5th edition occurred when he was retiring, and he asked my colleague, Dr. Etsuro Motoyama, if he would take over the book. And Dr. Motoyama then asked me to help him take over the book. So Dr. Motoyama and myself have been involved in the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th edition. In the 8th edition, we have added one more editor to the book, Dr. Franklin Cladis. But the book was one of the original textbooks in pediatric anesthesia, and was the textbook in the U.S. in pediatric anesthesia. It's been referred to as the Bible. I think it still is a Bible for pediatric anesthesia, and we've been fortunate to be a part of this. There are unique features to this book. This book has evolved over 8 editions. I think the readership of the book has different ways where people learn. In today's world, electronic forms of education are very important. Everybody learns differently, and I think this book has classic components to it in the sense of there's a textbook with printed material on it, as well as there's a component that's an online portion of this book where the reader can access additional information, where they can use the web to get them to other parts of the book. There is areas of the book that have video on them, such as TEE. We have a section of lectures on the book where we have congenital hearts, which we call Hearts in a Jar, which is a pathology view of these lesions that are discussed and shown in great detail. There is a section of the book where there's video on how to perform regional blocks, and regional blocks in children is becoming a huge advancing part of anesthesia care for children. So I think this book is very much contemporaneous with what's going on in the world of anesthesia. I think it reaches different people in different ways in terms of having online components, which is called the Expert Consult. It has classic textbook material that you can read at your desk. Everybody learns differently, everybody accesses information differently, and I think this is a book that allows people to do both of those things in the way that they feel most comfortable. So I think this book has incredible reaching power to people. And lastly, this is a book we have also included test questions regarding each chapter, such that the reader can read a chapter and then ask themselves, did I understand it? Did I get the right information? And by going to these questions, one can in fact self-assess their own knowledge, and also have an ability to go back to the book and figure out where the right answers are in the book itself.